So we're recording. Okay. Diana, Harriet, Yogi, if you can take over allowing people in, I'm going to close the participant screen. Just close it. Cool. So what are we going to do tonight? So as I said, quick intro from my side about what we do at MigraCode, which teams do we have, and basically how they've been working on this for the last 2 months. And after that, well, all the 4 teams that we have and all the students and their supervisors or their mentor will present the work that they've actually created, which is obviously the coolest part, and my topo, which is boring compared to that. It will take around 2 hours, I would say. We'll take some breaks. Probably after the first or second team, we'll take a short break, and maybe after the third, depending how it goes and how long the presentations are. So we should finish around 8 o'clock. We're going to take it slowly and easy and very relaxed to take our time to listen to all the work that everyone has been doing. So very shortly, for those that don't know exactly what we do at MigraCode, very shortly, we are a bootcamp, a coding bootcamp. We offer also other courses, but the students that are here tonight did our 8-month coding bootcamp to learn programming. And this is the main thing that we offer. We offer it for free. We are a non-profit organization, and that is why we work together with some great companies and great institutions. And specifically for this course, we worked with Fundación da Caixa, with Glovo, Ayuntamiento de Barcelona, and Diputació de Barcelona. So, yeah, we get great support from companies, from institutions, local institutions, European institutions. And yeah, this is obviously a great aspect of MigraCode. And this allows us to enter, to offer our education for free, but also do a lot more things. So as you can see in this picture, we organize sports events. We have different support programs like Code Women in the right picture, and many other activities to support our students and to really create a community between our volunteers and our students and our graduates. So yeah, it's quite a big program. And yeah, it's been quite successful so far. And these 2 groups that we'll present tonight, one is a group in English that followed the course in English, one in Spanish, will be the proof of the improvements that we've also seen in the last months in our program, mainly made possible by Yogi, our head of education, who did a great job in improving our curriculum, obviously building on the work of Carlos, who was our previous head of education, and also together improving the final projects and how we manage the final projects and how we support our students with the final projects. So that's MigraCode in a nutshell. I would say if you're not really familiar with us yet, go to our website, you find a lot of information. And obviously, if you're a company, if you're an NGO, if you're an individual and you want to work with us, obviously feel free to reach out at the end of the presentation. And we'll share some contact details. But again, on our website, you can find all the main information. To find our website, Google for MigraCode Barcelona, and you will find us, guaranteed. So we have this huge volunteer community and this huge student community who both together worked with these 2 groups that we had in the last 8 months toward a great result, which are 4 different final projects. And in these projects, our students basically merged all the information they have learned so far, worked together in small groups to build an actual web project, a product or a project. So it could be a website, could be a system, a reservation system, can be anything as long as they use JavaScript, React, Node, databases, all these coding languages that they have learned in these 8 months of coding with us. So, and as always, the result has been great. I've seen already some previews of the final projects, and I can guarantee it's going to be really cool to see in a bit the final results. So a bit more in detail about these final projects. As I said, they have to make a fully working product or website or project, full stack, so including all these coding languages that we teach. And you could see it as a kind of a simulation of how our students, when they find a job, or if they already found it, would probably work in an actual company. And that is the whole idea, because many of our students, even though they're extremely motivated, they are very talented, they are very good after these 8 months with web development, many of them are complete beginners. At least they started as complete beginners. So that means that not all of them have experience working in bigger companies, or more specifically working in tech companies. So that's why we simulate for 2 months working on an actual project, like how it would be in a company, to actually give them hands-on experience with all the tools that a company would use, like Slack, like Trello, I'll show you in a bit, and also really learn with soft skill trainings on the side how to work in a team and how to work together to make a really good project. And to complete this simulation, we ask volunteers, our volunteers from the tech sector, people who have sometimes years or decades of experience working in tech, to supervise them. Like, for instance, by using agile methodologies. And at the same time, we even involve some professional designers who've been helping with the pre-designs before actually starting to develop products. So this is kind of in a nutshell how we have been developing these final projects. More specifically, we've been using many tools to make this possible. So we use Slack through their whole course, but specifically with the final projects, each team has their own channel, works in this channel to create the meetings, to do the stand-ups, to prepare the work, to share Trello cards, etc. Because we use Trello to manage the project from project management level. We use mainly Google Meet and Zoom to do the actual calls because of COVID, we're not able to fully do things in person, unfortunately. But online, it's a great way to practice as well, because I literally get questions from companies. Are your students prepared to be onboarded remotely? Are they used to this? And I can very proudly say yes, more than any bootcamp student probably. Obviously, they use Git and GitHub to save the work, to make progress, and to work together. And in the end, I'm not sure if all students use Heroku, but we use websites like Heroku to deploy the actual project and put like the demo that we will see tonight online and for everyone available to have a look. So as you can see, we use many tools that, let's say, a regular tech company would also use, preparing our students in detail for working in the tech sector, which is in the end the main thing that we do. So who was involved besides the students? Because obviously all students were involved, but we also had 4 voluntary supervisors. I will show them to you in a bit. We had Yogi, or Yogesh, his real name, but we call him Yogi, our head of education, who's been managing the overall process of the final projects and also improving how we've been doing it. As I said, I also mentioned Carlos, who's here tonight as well, our previous head of education. He already made great steps to improve our final projects, and Yogi basically finished the work by finalizing it, filling the gaps, and now streamlining our final projects in a very perfect way. Obviously, behind Yogi, there's a team from MigraCode. It wasn't me involved in the final projects. It was completely Yogi. Diana helped, Abdul helped. Before Angelo was still helping, for those who still remember Angelo. So it's a great team effort by the team that is running MigraCode. We have Martin, who was joining for all the teams as a Scrum Master to really prepare students and help them using Scrum methodologies to help them manage the project, but at the same time also make them aware of these kind of methodologies, which is obviously, again, important to prepare them for the job sector. And we had Irene and Sarah helping as UX designers to give input for the design, to help them with the pre-designs, but also while designing the website, to make sure that the design makes sense and is user-friendly. And obviously all the other people involved, because all the teams had students who had code buddies, and if I start mentioning all of those, we're like 10 minutes further ahead. But all these people have helped the students individually as teams, also in our support channels and Slack. Students were asking questions and getting help from our volunteers. So a very general big thank you to all the people, including the students, who all did a very great job in supporting everyone involved in these final projects. So let's go to the actual teams. So I will first present shortly the teams to you and who is involved. And after that, I'll actually let the teams speak and present their projects. So this is the first project under supervision of Alvaro. Ronar, Antonio, Manpreet, and Leon, and they've been working on, and I'll be very honest now, I can't see the title because of Zoom. Oh, did I? Oh, sorry. There we go. This one. Noahs.com. So in a bit, we're going to see what kind of project this has been and see how it's actually working in practice. Then team 2. It's a really cool project related to the NGO behind MigraCode, Open Cultural Center. The whole team has been supervising this because unfortunately the supervisor was supposed to support this team got sick. So in the end, the team managed to basically manage themselves, obviously with the help of code buddies of the MigraCode community. And basically Adrian, Emilio, Artur, and Ali did a great job with this. And I think Ali was mainly like doing all the managing. So yeah, big kudos to all of you. A bit of context about this team. As I was saying, it's related to Open Cultural Center, the NGO behind MigraCode. And this team has been working on a project to help us as an NGO get more people donate to our organization. Because if people donate, they get our book, Amigo Mio. And they've been working on a really cool project to promote this book more and to show what it actually is. And yeah, you will see in a bit, yeah, we'll for sure hear more from Ali what this book is and what it means. But it has been really helpful already for us as an NGO to have a tool that they have developed to promote their book even more. Then the third project is really cool as well because Diana was their supervisor and Diana is actually a MigraCode graduate. So this is already where you can see the process that students go through. They start from scratch and a small year later, they're supervising the final project teams. So in the team of Diana was Eli, Antonio, Adrian, and Jaider. And they also been working on a really cool project, which is related to a really nice NGO that we started working with for this project, is SOS Racisme, which is a really nice NGO, well, as you can see, fighting racism. And they have been working on their new website and also the panel to manage this website. Well, they will explain you more, but we're really happy to have worked for this specific project with an actual NGO to develop an actual project that hopefully is going to be used in the real world. And the last team, Nandan, you were involved again. I don't know how you manage it because Nandan has basically been supervising each final project and has at the same time been teaching. And in this situation, he's been helping Manuel, Simon, Enya, and Kimberly in developing also a really cool platform regarding food. I don't know that much details yet, but I'm really eager to see more about this project as well. Someone really needs to mute. I don't know who that was. We're actually going to start. So huge echo. Can someone have a look?
I think it's mostly like that.
Yeah, thank you. That was it. Perfect. So yeah, team 1. Who is going to present? Then I'll make you co-host or I give you permission to. Oh, sorry.
I'm going to present.
Manpreet, right?
Manpreet.
Yes.
Okay, wait, give me 1 sec. Let me just stop presenting. Okay, if correct, Manpreet, it should work. Can you try to share your screen?
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, we see your Windows desktop now. Good luck and thanks a lot, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vincent.
Hi everyone, I'm Manpreet Singh from NOAS. Have you ever wanted to specialize in your sector and needed support from experts? We have the solution. Let me introduce our NOAS web application. It's the newest solution to all your profession queries. The main motto is to create a space for the professionals and the other users to share, to communicate to each other and share their own information. with the help of a wide range of topics, and of course with the help of powerful community of experts from all around the world, which make us different from other platforms. I'm going to present our team members. We have 4 members: me, Ronar, Eusebio, Antonio, and Leon, who is our team leader, and going to continue with the presentation.
So, hello everyone. So, who are us? No, us. Who are us? Us is all the community that joins all the people that joins this community and are communicated communicated between all professionals through a platform, right? This is good to this. I don't know how to say it.
In Spanish, don't worry.
Leon, está bien en castellano.
Más fácil en español, vale.
Sí, tranquilo.
¿Quiénes son Who Us, No Us? Es toda la gente que se une a esta plataforma para poder comunicarse entre sí y compartir experiencia y conocimiento, ¿verdad? Así es como se piensa crear la comunidad y que crezca, porque todo el mundo tiene dudas y necesita, además siempre es muy bueno, siempre es bueno conectarse con demás gente y hacer relaciones, ¿verdad? Entonces, esta es la principal causa de haber creado esta plataforma, ¿verdad? Luego, bueno, estas son las necesidades básicas del mercado y por qué la gente elegiría No Was, ¿verdad? A este momento, el development stage de la aplicación es el MVP, es lo básico, y bueno, pensamos desarrollarlo más, claro. Espera, Manpreet. Todavía lo pensamos desarrollar más. Y me queda hablar de los competidores, que son, bueno, como todo el mundo conoce, existen otras plataformas como esta, en donde la gente comparte conocimiento, hace preguntas, básicamente son foros, y existe Overflow, que es muy parecida, pero está más direccionada al sector digital, ¿verdad? Lo que nosotros queremos en realidad es englobar a toda la gente que podamos. O sea, que toda la gente pueda acceder a esta plataforma y que poder agarrarlos a la mayor cantidad posible, ¿verdad? Ya puedes continuar, Manpreet. Gracias.
Now it's a creation process. So what we have done like we created wireframes for mobile and for desktop version as well. We have been using GitHub repository and database design with tables. And for server, we have used Node.js and Express. For front-end design, we have been working with React hooks, context, and
Postgres.
for Herico, and also we deployed our data to Herico. We have been using this mix up of colors for our design process, and the family font we have used is host. Learnings, we have been learning a lot of things while doing this project, like Trello, which is the most important thing for us, and also we have been doing bi-weekly sprints and daily updates in the morning, communication with video calls on Zoom and Meet, and we had one branch for everyone, then develop, and then master. And learn how to we'll learn how to make a full stack application, and most important, how to fixing bugs.
Yeah, we really learn too much in this project. It's where the people we learn too much.
It's never too much.
It was too much this moment, huh?
And the next part is challenges, but be faced. Actually, it was not easy for our first time working remotely because of our communications sometime. And of course, some GitHub conflicts and fixing bugs. It took a lot of time as well. We have a lot of things we would like to improve, like clean coding and how to apply testing better and continue backlogging, organizing it effectively, and make better communication with each other, and try to move this app for mobile version with React Native in the future.
Yes, will be a good challenge to do in React Native maybe.
Yes. And now we are going to
present the
demo.
page. Yeah, give me the rights. Now I can show you the page.
Okay, sorry. Thank you, Antonio.
Don't worry. Okay, so hi, my name is Antonio. You can call me Tonio or Tony, where you feel comfortable. And this is our page. Welcome to Know Us. This is a page we create. It's not only a board to put questions. This is a social network. Okay, this is our goal, to create an engagement for the people, to create answer and question and involve between everyone, between the person who create the question and the person who made the answer. These people need to communicate it and create a community. So let's start it how we do. First, you can see here the palette we use. All is very neutral, everything the colors. So this bring a modern touch. And also we use a little touch from yellow to create this kind of the contrast. Okay. And let's do the tour. This is this is the landing page. The first you can see is we have a big button for do the search. In this button we can do search by, for example, tags. Okay. So robotica is in Spanish, sorry. So robotica, and he says a task, or maybe I want to search an user. So here is the user. Okay, this is the user Ronar, and also the ones who made this question, the answer, sorry. And finally, also I can do the search by something answered in the text. For example, luciérnagas. Let's do luciérnagas.
Can you show it also in mobile device?
Of course, yes. Also, we have the mobile device version. Give me a second. Okay, this is the mobile version. The difference. Okay, sorry, my Google is.
Pues abre las tarjetas y tal.
So here the question and here's the answer. If you want to see more, we can go here. And it's working actually fine. Okay, I will back to the laptop version because it's more easy to see it. Okay, but it's working quite well in both versions, mobile or in the laptop. Oh, I have the inspector open. Sorry. Now, so where we go, the search button. So the search button also, as you can see, is reactive. So everything, if you're writing, immediately is doing the search. It's not waiting to do to do enter or press something. No, it's nothing. Every time you're writing something, is looking for in all the database. Okay, this is the landing page we have. Also, you can go to profiles. This is the user recommended, suggested by the page. So we can go to Cangini, and here is the profile page. We can show his picture, amazing picture. It's a cute dog, and the name, the profession, where he lives, And also the question they do, all the interactive in the page. And also we can create a question or a message, but first, if we want to do this, we need to be logged in. So we need a user. So this is the thing we are doing right now. Let's create a user.
Click that. Oh.
Okay, let's create a user. Any suggestion?
Create one for me.
Who say?
Yogi.
Yogi, perfect. So let's do Yogi. Yogi, okay. So, sorry, Yogi is the email first. Yogi, your mail.com, Yogi, and password 1234. Someone is don't mute me.
Sorry, it was me. I tried to allow someone in and then
Okay,
ignore me. Sorry.
Okay, let's do the sign up. Also, if you do the sign up, also it's going immediately to the homepage. Okay, you don't need to wait to go out to log in. No, it's immediately to log in. Let's see your profile, login, Yogi. Now you can access to your profile. So this is your picture. It's created randomly. So Amazing Spider-Man, and you can set it your name, your professional leave. So let's do that. Okay, so profession. Let's say you are art director, and you live maybe in Sri Lanka, and your city is New York. Of course, they don't make sense, but and also you can put here your link for GitHub or your link for LinkedIn and put it in the web page. So if you put, let's put correctly the GitHub web. Let's put the correct web.
Just the last part.
Yeah, that's the last part, no? And Yogi.
No. Just Yogi.
Only the name.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, name.
It's Yogi.
And do the same with the LinkedIn. Okay. So let's put this. Also, this is a nice thing. We can delete the account and all the info in the database. So if you want to leave the account, you can take out all your info here, and we don't keep nothing for you. Okay. And submit it. And now we can
Antonio,
go to Yep.
Si puede cambiar al link de GitHub de Yogi. Soy Yogi. Pero no pasa nada. Ya está. Si está hecho, no pasa nada.
So when you refresh, here is it. So now we have all the info here, and this is automatically linked to Yogi or to LinkedIn. And this is a final stuff. What do this button? This button is made you a professional user. If it's off, you are a regular user. But if you are now on, now you're professional. You can answer questions. So anyone in the site, in the social media, can make you a question to you, and you can answer and grow up in the community. So let's create a question. Let's go to us and maybe go to Ronar. Okay, let's create a question to Ronar. Ronar, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's create a question. So, any idea? Any question?
Whatever you want.
Yes, I have question. I want to go New York by Sri Lankan visa.
What? Sorry?
Jokes apart, I want to go New York. Give me some suggestions, something like this.
You want to go to I
want to go New York with Sri Lankan visa.
Sorry, I don't understand you because I have a very shitty microphone.
She wants to go to New York with a Sri Lanka visa, right?
Okay, I want to New York in Sri Lanka.
That's an easy question.
Yeah, piece of cake. So I travel a lot, and I never been there. Okay, perfect. Let's do a category. Let's create a tag. Travels. Perfect. So send, and now the question is created, and now it's in Ronald profile, and he can answer the question in this moment. So Ronald, make me a favor and answer the question so we can see it.
Okay.
So when it's answered, it will be in the also it will be in our profile. We have no answer right now, but also it will be in the landing page, because every time we have the last, I don't remember, that 15, last 15,
Yes,
Leon.
Last 15, yes.
Last 15 answers we create in the site. Sorry, too much thing we do. Is already done?
Yes.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, maybe it's why? Don't make me. Questions?
As long as not a blue screen of death, you'll be fine.
No, probably because you know, free server is not working as fast we wanted.
Why?
Maybe try to open an incognito window.
Búscalo en el buscador.
Yeah. Ronar. Ronar is in your site?
There is no
Yes,
reason.
I answered the question.
My God. We tested here this a few minutes.
No worries, Jose, but
Okay,
I
let's
don't-
do another question. Don't worry. Let's do
Yeah.
another question. Let's repeat so go to Rona. Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Yes, now.
Now, sorry. I know. Sorry, it's not a problem. It's problem with the Heroku server is free. It's not fast as we want. So here's the question now. As we say, is now in the landing page. Here is the second one. And if I go to my profile, no, sorry. Here we have the answer, not the question. Sorry, but here is the question. Is the question answered? Sorry. Also, funny thing, if we don't like the question or whatever, I can go to Ronar and talk with him. So let's create a chat with Ronar. So I can send a direct message. So hi Ronar, I don't like your answer.
But what is the answer?
And so maybe Ronar, we are going to answer to us. So Ronar, did you already answer?
Yes, I answered.
Okay, so let's go to message. As I told you, the problem is the server. Okay, so
Talk to you.
hi Yogi. Okay, this is sent by another person from Leon. So Leon contact to us and send to us a message. So hi Johnny Catch, no?
Yes.
Now we have a chat here, and we can talk between us and engage and create engagement and everything, and make friends in this social media. And I think that's all. Team, I'm missing something? Anyone?
No, I think there is all.
Of course, we can log out.
Log out, and when we click a suggest user, we can see her profile.
Yeah, we can see a profile. I have a cute llama. Chiquita have a big guy, and everything. So
there is a profile that is user profile professional and have maybe more to show.
You need to show another professional user?
Yes.
Yeah, this one, for example, Fidel Castro.
Yes. Well.
Yeah, we have a lot of person a lot of famous person in the social, and that's it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Can you delete the user?
Yeah, we can delete. I can delete Yogi because I'm now in Yogi. So let's go to Yogi and delete it.
I'm your first client. Don't delete me.
So let's go to delete in settings, and I can delete the account. And if I press here, everything is deleted. Yogi is not here with us anymore.
Try to log in with Yogi.
And also it's not logged out. It's already logged out.
But you can try it for Yogi.
Yeah, we can try with Yogi. And now it's not working.
Haz girar esa cosita. Ponte sobre el amarillo.
This is nice. This is a good thing Ronald made in the last moment. So yeah, we made so this is Navas. we have fun created this, so I hope you already have fun with us in the demo. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thanks.
Awesome. Good. It's just a shame of Zoom. There's no simple applause button. But it was really nice, guys. Really, really well done. I have one question. So I'm not a programmer, as you know. It's a stupid question. But the fact that when you search and it immediately shows, so like without switching from HTML page, this is JavaScript, or what do you use for this to make this like so interactive?
Manpreet, this is for you, for sure.
If you can repeat the question, Vincent, please.
So when you search, you immediately get the results, right? So normally you have to press enter and it loads a new page. Even Google has this, but you manage to like make it pop up while you're typing. So what do you use for that? Because I'm not a programmer, so I'm just, is this JavaScript? Is this React? I don't know. How do you do it?
We did it with React, yes.
Okay.
Yes, because the use effect of React. React has a hook that is use effect that they have a dependency, and if you put that dependency, it will refresh only time each time that dependency change.
And that's only possible with React, or could you have done it a different way? This is like a typical React, the strength of React.
I don't know if it's typical, but this is a amazing thing they made by Manpreet. Also, if I don't remember well, this is a suggest from Alvaro.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
We didn't mention, but Alvaro was really helpful in the for us. He's amazing.
No, guys, you did the job. Well done.
No, really cool. No, I'm just wondering about this because I always like it when a website is so easy to use. You don't even have to press enter. So I think it's a really strong aspect. And besides, obviously, you added a lot of functionalities, which I know that I do know there's a lot of backend involved. So really nice, guys. I don't know if there are any other questions from someone, technical or non-technical.
If we didn't say, everything is now online. The server, the API is in Heroku, also the web page is Heroku, and everything is working with only one repository in GitHub. So it was a really hard thing, but yes, we made it at the last. I don't know, technical issues, legal issues, whatever. We have a lawyer also in the team.
We'll add a bunch of questions. So can you share the link?
The login?
The link.
Yeah.
Send the link by Slack.
We can say the link.
So one thing for everyone to know, we always put all the final projects on the MigraCode website. So indeed, whether now I have it, but later just send me a message when it's fully, this one looks pretty done, but if you're not, just send it to me when it's done. And we're going to add it to the MigraCode website with a screenshot and a link to the Heroku website. One of the reasons why we want you to put it online on Heroku. And obviously, you definitely need to use it for your portfolio. So yeah, thanks for sharing. I have this one now, but looks great. Wow, yeah, super nice. Cool. Cool. If there are no more questions, we can move on to team 2, and after team 2 we'll have a short break, but I think we can handle one more presentation. So who of team 2, I guess Ali is gonna present. Who's gonna present?
Hi, can you hear me well?
One sec, Ali. I see one last question from Beeps. If team 1, if the chat was also made with React.
Sorry?
We use el chat, Leon. We use
with React and with sockets, socket.io.
The library.
It's are like channels in the part server. I like channels, not routes.
Now you lost me, but
Yeah, it's a real-time communication, but these channels redirect the info to the database and then get the info from the database and send it to the client. So there is a client on the front end and the backend server.
Yeah,
it's like a different technology, but it's pretty similar.
It's a good explanation. You explain stuff really well for non-technical people. It's really good. Thanks, Leon.
I think the whole team is going to do a workshop because they have used a lot of things which we don't teach in the program. So for the future cohorts, they will be doing master classes, probably.
Okay.
Good. I'm looking forward to that. I will try to join and understand somehow. Cool. Thanks, team one. Let's move on to team two. So Ali, sorry, same question. Are you going to present or someone else?
Yes, I will start. Definitely.
Okay, go ahead with sharing your screen.
Sure. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Awesome. First of all, thank you so much for the opportunity, and the MigraCode and the entire community. You're doing a great job. It is the most noble work you can do to educate people and empower themselves. Thank you so much for that opportunity. And today we are here, and we did our final project. And so I will start about my project, our project, which is Amigo Mio. So Amigo Mio is a book from refugee children where they express their experiences through drawings. And this is the book.
Ali, sorry to interrupt. Can you click present and make it full screen on the top right? Yeah, thank you. Better.
Thank you so much. Okay, so this is the book we are talking, Amigo Mio, and hold on. So Amigo Mio, it's actually a project of Open Cultural Center. And what is Open Cultural Center by itself? Open Cultural Center is a organization, non-profit organization, which is actively working in Spain and breathe. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you so much for showing. Working towards inclusion of refugees and migrants through educational and cultural activities. And the vision of our project, what is the vision of our project? The vision of our project is to bring awareness about the life of refugees and share their stories through the book, which is Amigo Mio. And we want to amplify the voices of refugee children who have expressed their journeys with drawings. And this is one of our events where we are explaining, where we bringing the awareness about the book and the sharing. And so I will talk about the communication tools we used throughout our final project. So Slack, mostly we use the Slack, and to do the manage our tasks, we use the Trio as well. And we used Google Drive in between when we were doing our meetings. We were doing some recordings, so we were sharing our data over there as well. And WhatsApp, it's just for like instant and quick communication. And the technologies which we used to carry on our project, it is JavaScript, and we used React, HTML, CSS for our front-end part. And we used, as a backend, we used Node.js, Express, and for the databases, we used PostgreSQL. And thank you so much for looking those slides with me. And now we'll jump to our website. So in our website, we are sharing about the book information, and then the user can come and they can look, and they can recommend us as some books, if the thing that it's relevant, they can share with us, and they can also leave reviews. And I will call Emilio, and he will show you guys our website. Emilio, por favor.
Ok. Hola a todos.
Buenas.
Hola Emilio, ¿qué tal?
Hola.
Hola. ¿Ven mi pantalla?
Sí, gracias.
Sí.
Hola, Emilio.
Perfecto. Bien, como mi compañero Ali explicaba, el proyecto original es sobre Amigo Mio, un libro de los niños refugiados. Actualmente estamos ahorita en la página de Home. Hay una breve descripción del libro, un video. Aquí tenemos las donaciones, donde se puede comprar el libro directamente por medio de la donación. Tenemos la parte de redes sociales y los contactos. Todas las redes sociales adquiridas van asociadas con OCC. Perfecto. Bien. Nuestro proyecto aún no está en Heroku. Tuvimos conflictos con los corps, entonces lo estamos presentando de manera local. Bien, añadimos a este proyecto que las personas se pudieran registrar para darle un plus a ciertas cosas a la página. Podemos probar con nombre Albert. Un password de mínimo y máximo 8 caracteres. En este caso, todos son 1. Nos registramos. Ok. Me dice que el email ya está registrado. Probemos con otro email. Perfecto. Una vez que el usuario se registra, lo redirecciona directamente al login. Procedemos a loguearnos. Ok. Me salté algunos pasos, entonces antes de loguearnos, la web tiene la facultad o tiene la habilidad de tener una galería de libros. Podemos ver las descripciones de los libros y podemos ver los comentarios. Pero si el usuario no se ha registrado y no se ha logueado, no puede ni emitir comentarios ni borrar sus propios comentarios, porque obvio no los tiene, y tampoco puede registrar libros. Entonces, cuando el usuario se loguea, lo redirecciona directamente al home. Perfecto, y carga el profile y cerrar sesión. Si nos vamos a libros, tiene una lista de favoritos. En este caso no la tiene porque no tiene nada agregado en favoritos. Y si vemos los libros, ya el usuario puede comentar. Y se ve momentáneamente su comentario. Como es un usuario regular, solo puede borrar su propio comentario. Esa es la única facultad que tiene el usuario regular. Si vamos a su perfil, bien, su perfil demuestra que es un usuario regular, su nombre, tiene la opción de registrar libros, tiene la opción de cambiar nombre, email y password. Un ejemplo, podemos registrar un libro. Aquí ponemos el título. La descripción. En este caso, las imágenes por el momento están en URL. Agregamos la URL. El tipo de formato en el libro, si es físico o digital. En este caso pongamos que es PDF. Y la edad sugerida, a partir de 10 años. Lo enviamos y dice, nos indica que el libro se ha registrado correctamente. Cuando el libro se registra, no va a aparecer automáticamente, porque primero tiene que pasar por el admin para que lo apruebe. En ese caso, nos vamos a loguear con un admin para poder aprobar el libro. Cerramos sesión. Abrimos sesión con un admin. Perfecto. Nos vamos a perfil. Aquí nos indica que es un admin y tiene la opción de aprobar libros. Esta opción de aprobar libros también puede desaprobar libros. Aquí nos indica la galería de los libros aprobados, como están aquí en los boots. Este usuario ya también ha agregado a favoritos, a su parte de favoritos. Perfecto, vamos a probar un libro que agregamos ahorita, que era El Principito. Aquí lo probamos. Y si nos vamos a galería, se muestra el libro aprobado. Perfecto. Si los libros no cumplen con los parámetros o simplemente hay que desaprobarlos, también el admin tiene la opción de desaprobarlos y automáticamente lo desaprueba en la base de datos y también en la galería de libros. Perfecto. Hacemos, ok. En este caso vamos a cambiarle el nombre al admin, que es Emilio, y le vamos a poner José. Hacemos el cambio. Como pueden ver, cambiamos el nombre del admin. Vamos a cambiar también el email. Se hace por medio de autenticación. Es la única forma de que los usuarios puedan hacer sus cambios en el backend. Hacemos cambio. El email fue cambiado. Nos salimos, entramos. Nuevo email. Y si ingresamos, nos da permiso. Y sigue siendo el usuario admin José. Lo mismo incluye en la password. También puede cambiar su password. Y también una facultad que tiene el admin es que puede borrar todos los comentarios. Con un usuario regular solo puede borrar su propio comentario. El admin puede borrar cualquier comentario que esté en cualquier libro. Si es un comentario inapropiado, tiene la facultad de poderlo eliminar. Muchachos, ¿falta algo más?
Sí, la parte de agregar a favoritos, no sé si la...
Sí, ya lo comenté.
Vale. Bueno.
Tendría que aprobarlos aquí. Aprobemos libros. Disculpen CSS, no nos dio tiempo de ponerlo lento. Ok, vamos al boot. He aprobado libros. Hay libros nuevos en la galería. Y lo agrego a favoritos. De manera que la persona, si la librería crece con el tiempo, que existan unos 1000, 2000 libros y le llama la atención a algún libro, lo puede agregar directamente a su librería de favoritos. Y esto sería total, en conclusión, el proyecto de Amigo Mío.
Muy bien. Muy bueno.
Si tienen alguna pregunta.
Oye, disculpa, Emilio, también me gustaría agregar que también la página es totalmente response. O sea, se adapta a la versión móvil. También.
Sí, sí.
¿Puede ver?
Sí. Si quieres, comparto pantalla. Voy a compartir pantalla.
Vale, perfecto.
Bueno,
No podemos verlo. Ah, sí, ahora sí, ahora sí.
Vale. Bueno, que está, por ejemplo, en versión móvil, se ve de esta forma. Si miramos a otra página, a Books, se detalla de esta forma. Bueno, un poco, habría que mejorar algunas cosas, pero y no sé si versión iPad también, en forma de tablet, se adapta también. En versión de tablet. Y bueno, esto es lo que tenemos.
Y ¿alguien puede explicarme? Es como una persona que no sabe nada sobre programación. Bueno, así. ¿Cómo hace esta versión móvil?
La versión móvil, bueno, utilizamos CSS puro. Por ejemplo, en el componente principal de la página home, agregamos CSS y lo que hicimos fue editar el CSS, siempre colocando porcentajes, nunca píxeles. A ese se adapta a la versión. No, en este caso no utilizamos Bootstrap para, por ejemplo, en la página principal para adaptarlo, sino que utilizamos CSS puro. Y bueno,
Sí,
básicamente en todo.
En la única parte que usamos Bootstrap, en la parte para que sea response, es en el footer que se utilizó las grillas de Bootstrap.
Sí.
De manera que sea response por medio de las grillas de Bootstrap.
Qué bueno. Es interesante, pero entonces para cada elemento, ¿no estás escribiendo cada parte del código otra vez para la versión móvil?
No,
¿O es automático?
No, es automático, porque si utilizamos siempre porcentaje, como que se adapta al tamaño del...
Sí.
Entonces se va adaptando. Entonces es mejor siempre utilizar porcentaje en todos los...
Genial.
Y solo, por ejemplo, si es muy pequeño, antes de 500, si tiene un máximo de width de 500, se le agrega esta línea de código. O sea, no hay que hacer tantos códigos.
Eso también he usado en WordPress, eso conozco.
Sí.
Cool, muy guay. Y ahora veo que es en un host local, pero ya también está online o no, ya no.
Lo que pasa es que tuvimos problemas para subirlo a Heroku por el tema de cores, pero bueno, sí, nos costó un poquito.
Okay.
Está subido en Heroku, una carpeta de GitHub. Están ambos repositorios, se logró subir, pero no resolvimos el problema de corps, los permisos. Por eso la presentación es de manera local, porque cuando se carga el cliente o la interfaz, cuando hace peticiones al server, no son exitosas porque no tiene permiso.
Bueno, creo que puedes arreglarlo un poco más tarde y si cuando tenéis la versión online, puedes enviarme y también voy a añadir al sitio web.
Perfecto.
Sí, sí, perfecto.
Genial.
Thank you so much, Emilio and Adrian, showing us our front end. And now I will talk about some behind the scene things. I will talk about some backend and I will show you guys some databases. But before we continue, so far, anyone have some question related to front end?
No.
Okay, thank you. Guys, can you give me, do you give me permission to share?
You can share. Everyone can share right now. But maybe the others needs to stop sharing.
Can you stop, Emilio, are you sharing the screen? Can you stop sharing?
No, es Adrián.
Yeah,
Vale.
done. You can go, Ali.
Vale. Gracias, chicos. So I will show you guys some backend stuff. And this is our endpoints you guys are seeing here. I'm gonna talk a little bit about like the sign up thing. Here we use the code where we are, regardless whatever user is giving their email, capital letters or so ever, but we're transferring it into the lowercase. So in that way we can control like some typo things. So it goes in our database as little words, mayúsculas. And then we are checking the email address in database. If let's say that if there's a user who's already registered with the email address, so we're controlling it so the user cannot register again with the same email address. So this is what we are doing here. And then if the user email after checking it, if the email it doesn't exist, so the user can use make his new account with this email address. So there is a lot of endpoints. Like we added like favorites. How can we add favorites? And also that the uploading the book and leaving the comments. So this is some stuff, and I will show you guys some our databases. So these are our tables we are using in databases. As you guys can see that this is our comments tables, and in the favorites we are using the IDs and of the user and the books, and according to that we are manipulating and showing our books on the front end. And I will keep it short, and I will this is our endpoints which I was talking earlier here. I will show some basic endpoints, let's say about sign up. So I'm going to sign up here. And when we sign up, we're using a GWT token to making it secure. And when I sign up here, you can see in our user data here that these are all the users. So the passwords are encrypted here. So our backend and all the information is secure. And I guess it's enough for now. So if anybody have any questions about backend, they can ask.
No questions.
Okay, thank you. That's it from
I think
our
Eli
side.
has a question. I don't know, Eli, if you lifted your hand.
very often.
Thank you so much, guys.
Ah, she was clapping.
Oh, clapping. Sorry, now I get it. I thought it was like a hand. Let's see other functionality. Cool. Thank you, Ali. I don't have any question because I have no idea what I was looking at, but it looks super good. Thank you everyone for sharing. Thank you for choosing this project. Obviously, it's a super nice project for OCC, and let's see how we can actually use it. But for sure, we're going to add it to the MigraCode website as well. So let me know once it's on Heroku or anything. Cool. So we got 2 teams left, but let's take a break. Everyone can grab a coffee, can grab a decaf, I hope. Let's be back in. Let's take a chill break because the other 2 teams won't take the full hour. So let's be back at 7:30. Take like 12-minute break. Take something to drink, and we see each other in 12 minutes at 7:30. Thank you, everyone. Entonces una pausa hasta 7:30. Entonces nos vemos en 12 minutos aproximadamente. Hasta luego.
Okay.
Leo, no estás muteado.
Y no estoy hablando.
Ahora sí.
Ahora sí.
Vale, pues un café. Nos vemos, muchachos.
Starting again in 1 minute. Vamos a empezar en aproximadamente 1 minuto. Si puedes usar tu cámara otra vez. Vamos a empezar un ratito con equipo 3. So everyone can turn on their camera again. I'm going to start again. Sorry, I'm almost sneezing. Sorry, we're going to start again in about 30 seconds, I guess, right now. So be ready. Team 3, who's going to start presenting in a bit?
I will.
Ailey, was you, right? I heard a...
Yeah,
okay, cool. Just let's wait 1-2 minutes for everyone to be here and then you can start presenting.
Can I start now? Or you will...
Let's wait a small minute and then we start.
Okay.
Okay. 31. Yes, Ailey, you can start sharing your screen and start the presentation.
Okay. Can you see it?
Yeah, we can. Just present it. It's perfect.
Okay. So, hi everyone. We are team 3. As Vincent told before, by the way, right now we have seen so far two amazing projects. I'm pretty sure they're all amazing. In this case, we are going to talk about this, which is our project. We are restructuring this website, which belongs to this NGO, this organization called SOS Racisme. Okay, so we are going to talk about all the things we did, how we did it, and just a little bit of everything. This is our team. We have our team lead, Mateo. It's me, Elialba, Adrian, and Antonio, and our mentor, Diana, which was with us through this project. And also, I would like to thank everyone who helped us, who answered our crazy questions all the time, not only during the project, but also during the whole bootcamp. Everyone who was there to answer our questions and to support us. So right now we are going to explain what we did and what we did with all the tools we learned so far. We are, let me show you first which is the project about. We're working to restructure this website that belongs to this organization. It's called SOS Racisme. It's from Catalonia, yes. They fight against racism and discrimination. So they want people to get involved in the project, to participate. They want people to become volunteer. So, or even if you want to report any case of abuse or something, you can go through their website and write a comment, everything. So the idea is they have this website as a tool to get people involved in the project. That's why they need to have a really nice website. So that is what we are going to do. The main, this is the old website, as you can see. The main goal of our project right now is to improve the experience, because right now we found out that it's kind of complicated to get the user find what they want in an easy way. For example, if they want to donate, if they want to give money, if they want to become volunteers, it's not so easy to find the forms, and sometimes the information it's located in some places where it's not really easy to find. So our goal is to improve their website using technologies as React. We are creating the databases to store all the information, which is a lot because they have documents, they have images, they have a lot of tools that they use to get people to educate people. Okay, and they also have these forms in which people can interact with them. I mean, they can send their information. So we created databases we created a database, and we created the tables to store all the information. If you send your email, if you send your, if you want to give money, if you want to become a volunteer, we have stored all that information which user will send in our database. So all the information is there. We have about 30 tables, I think, in our database. And so yeah, let me just show you first. We are going to talk a bit about the design, the wireframes, the workflow. Okay, we'll stop here because I just want to explain a little bit the way we work together as a team. First, we decided that we will split we will have that GitHub repo, and we will divide into different folders like front end and back end, and 2 people were working in front end and 2 people were working in back end, so that everyone will be like organized. But even so, it was really cool because if anyone had a question, we can call each other and just have a one-to-one session or whatever. We met twice a week with our mentor, with Diana, to see what we have done so far with the website, to see what we had to do for the next sprint. So that was basically how our workflow was. It was really cool. We also learned or had the chance to collaborate in GitHub. So you're making pull requests, merging things, which I think it was really cool. We're going to see a little bit about the code and of course the demo. Let me see. Okay, these are some of the technologies we used: HTML, CSS, JavaScript. We used React for the application, and with the database we used Postgres. The Beaver also, we use Postman to check the endpoints and test them, and also Heroku to deploy the app. Let me see. So first, let me show you. I have the mockups here, but I think it's better if you see them. These are the first mockups we did with the first idea we had, and we knew what we had, what we want to do, but since it was before touching the code, I think this has been changed because, of course, the project was developed and new ideas came out and new problems came out. So this is a little bit different, but these are the first mockups we did. Yes, let me just jump back. And we have here the sitemap, but I think it's better if we jump right into the page so that you can see it better. This is our page. You can see it. This is our page. We have made the nav more visible, so people would know exactly where things are, so that it's not so hard to find things. For example, before, if you had to navigate through the page to find the forms, and now we had this idea to create this pop-up with the forms, so that if people want to contact, participate, collaborate, or receive the newsletter, they have it right here. And it doesn't matter if they are in mobile, for example, because we had this version here. The page is responsive, as you can see, and it adapts to depending on which type of string you're using. If people want to report something, it will take to this website. We have also, we have the about pages, which tells the story, what are the objectives of the organization. We also have all the campaigns they have and everything they have done. Okay, let's see, we have news. If you want to, all this information is received by, all this information is stored in the database. So this is a request. The images, all the information which is in this part is from the database. If they also want to find any article or whatever, they can just make a research here so that it's easy to find any article, any news. And for example, if they want to contact, you can send just your data. Let's say Vincent is Vincent email. And if you want to say just hi, here, wait, the zoom bar, okay. So message was sent, and if you check here, wait, this. So if you check here in the database to refresh it, so Vincent has sent a new message. So this is showing you that our database is connected to our front-end part. Also, we have the app in Heroku. We have deployed it, as you can see. We have news. Also, these are brought by Fetch. All of these are stored in the database. So yes, it was a really cool project in which we have worked hard in these last weeks. If some of my classmates want to add something about the technical part, about the databases, I think Mateo can explain a little bit about it.
I'll try. Well, I don't think there is something special to add, but yeah, we have to make a lot of database because they have a lot of information about campaigns, news, and a lot of things, stories from people that have suffered the racism. Yeah, all kind of stuff. We have, well, I don't know if you want to show the code. I think it's not necessary for today or around.
Oh, but
okay, we have like approx 3 endpoints. So in there you can see the news. Can you show the format section? No, in the page.
Oh, okay. Which one?
In format. Can you like? And all these kind of things like publication, memories, stories, and all these things have a specific endpoint where they can save all the information. And yet, as you can see, about all the page is about to have so much information, set it up and organize it in a well-looking way.
Yes.
Yep.
Also, there's for sure a lot that we want to improve in this website. We also want to add some new features in the future. For example, the admin. Yes, Jaider?
Yes, in the future we want to add an administration interface in order to, for example, add this news, and it have not to be from an insert from a MySQL query, but from the same page. So a person who don't know a lot of technical stuff can easily make changes, upload news or something else at the page. Yes.
Yes.
I don't know what.
If you have any questions.
Yes, you store the image on the database or just the URL?
For now, we have the URL because they have its own information. We have the information of the page, so we save the URL. But at the beginning, we have saved the images, and it's almost the same. But the only that change is that you have to put a local URL, but not a remote URL.
Okay.
So since it's a lot of information, it's really a lot of information, like 1,000 of inserts, of lines of inserts. So it's a lot of images. So it wasn't a good idea to save it in the
cloud.
No, in the repository, no repository. But it was a good idea to reuse the images that the page already had.
Okay.
Yes.
Ellie?
Yes.
Now it's in Catalan. It can be changed in Spanish as well, no? Or no?
Right now we have all the information is in Catalan. That's another thing that we have to do in the future. So
No, I was trying to open it. Yes, it can be opened in Spanish as well, like because I was trying to open it here and it worked me for in Spanish as well.
Okay.
Automatically, I don't know.
Translator.
Yeah, I think it's the Google Translator.
Okay.
Well, we can just easily implement this, as all the information is tracking by the backend, so it's easy to change it to Spanish or maybe English. So yeah.
Yeah, and we try to use just one fetch for each element, like dynamic request, to call all the fetch in different places of the web page. I mean, in Noticias, we use the same page as in Campañas.
Yeah,
So
change the endpoint.
The same fetch for each one, we just change the endpoints.
Sorry, these cards on Últimas Noticias are each one has a fetch.
Yeah, for all of these are from the backend.
So the first one has a fetch, the second one has a fetch.
No. They
For each component.
They come from the same endpoint.
Okay.
It's actually an array or JSON.
Exactly. We put just a limit of elements from the backend, and it shows all the last 4 elements that we have there.
Exactly. They are organized by the latest.
Yeah, I see that you have the date with the timestamp and the time zone.
Yeah, you did.
We have the same.
Yeah, no, but that's should have been changed. Yes.
Yes, that's great.
The dynamic request in the code to show us how it works. Any?
Oh yes. Oh, let me just close all this. Request. This is the place where we did the fetch. So this, in this case, when we were using localhost, just create the endpoint, and then each time we want to call the API, we just write the endpoint. So if it's news, like if it's I just want the latest 4 news, we just write the endpoint so that it's the same, but we only have to complete the last part, and it will bring us all the information we want, just the information we want.
Good to note that this is the local request, but the remote request, that one is the one that is in the Heroku,
Mhm.
well, it's almost the same. Just change the address that where it is making the request.
Yes.
So yeah, someone else has a question?
This work.
Ellie, I think that you still have information in presentation.
Yes. I forgot it. Okay, so as you can
Ellie,
yes.
sorry, can I interrupt you? Estoy un poco curioso. ¿Hay alguien aquí de SOS Racisme en la llamada?
It should be. They were invited.
Yeah,
Los
por eso,
invitamos.
por eso estoy preguntando porque he enviado la invitación, pero no lo sé si al final no, porque no.
Creo que no, creo que al final no. Yo hablé con...
Ok, no importa, voy a hablar con ellos y Marta va a enviar este sábado, pero solo quise saber porque no sé si ellos entienden inglés, entonces por eso estaba curioso. Pero,
Yo le pregunté
perfecto.
lo mismo, Marta.
Perdona, Eddie, puedes continuar.
Okay. Yes. So as you can see, they already have brand guides, so we just had to use their colors and adapt it. We have the mockups, which I already showed to you. We use Slack to communicate with each other. We also have the Trello board where we organized all the tasks that we have to do for each sprint, and to keep everything in a really organized way. We also have the Github Repo, where we store, as I told you before, the front end, the back end, everything was stored there. We used the Drive to have all the information organized. This is how the folders are organized. We have the client, which goes to, yes, we have the controls, the database, from routes, also the uploads.
Okay, here I want to know that the front end is inside the backend, if it is the way to say it. I mean the package. So the client, it's where is storage of all the front end, all the React files. Yeah, just to say that.
Yes. Okay. Well, here's the link. These are the next steps that we're going to take: create the admin interface, improve the CSS, because yes, all the pages are rendered right now, but since it's a really big website, we still have to implement some CSS or improve them. We have to fix some bugs that we have, develop storage. We also have to implement the payment method. So if people want to give money, they have the tool there. All of these are the future steps that we plan to take with these projects, because it can be developed as a long-term project. And we are really excited about that. So we have this plan. I don't know if you have any questions. And lastly, thanks for watching. And if you want to support the organization, this is a link to their actual website, which you can get involved if you want.
Or if you want, we can like show a little bit more of like a tour of the page.
Yes. We have, please, we have the forums here. Oh, we have this cool, Mateo was putting a lot of effort in doing this.
He's very proud of it.
Yeah. I need to show it. We also have the campaigns, the news, as I showed before, a little bit of story, who they are, how they are organized, what are their objectives, and what they are planning for the future. And yes, as you can see, most of all the pages are rendered, but some of them need to be improved with the CSS and maybe some details that we have. But basically, this is our MVP.
Great.
It's a big page. It's a huge page, as you can see.
Yes.
So it has a lot of pages. and it has a lot of CSS work and a lot of things.
Yes.
This is beautiful, guys. And I have a question. Is it responsive?
Yes. Where is it? Actually, it is. So as you can see, even navbar, everything, it's, if you see here.
It's adapted totally, okay.
This is beautifully done, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Amazing work, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Really, 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 really well done. I'm really impressed as well with this great website, and I'm quite sure this can be directly used for the actual organization. Obviously, it's a shame they couldn't join, but yeah, Marta and me will inform them as well about the work you've done and to be in contact with you to see how we can further implement it. I'm sure they are very interested in it. Because yeah, it's really good. It looks really professional. It could be online right now, I would say. Obviously, there are some pages that need to be finished, but overall, it's a done job. So really, really, really well done. Just this was also not yet live, right? It was not on Heroku yet.
Yeah, it's in Heroku, but we don't have the final part because we tried to do it. I don't know. We have like 3 days trying to upload this webpage to Heroku, and we finally did like 10 minutes before we started. So we don't have the last part.
Version. The last version is not on Heroku, but there is a version in Heroku that also is, well, it's the MVP, but it's not the last version. We have added some things.
Yeah, no worries.
Send the form info is the last version, the last act.
But actually, that's the way Heroku works. You need 2 apps, one app for the client and one app for the server.
We have a good link to share.
No worries. I'm just curious. So once you have the full final last version on Heroku, just send it to me, and I'm also going to add it to the website, and we will also share it with me and Marta will share it to SOS Racisme. So they can check it and provide feedback and see how we can further develop it and what they want to do with it. So yeah, send it to me as soon as you can, and then we'll see how we continue from there.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Now
Awesome.
food time.
Feedback, you said?
No, I said now food time, the last project.
Ah, food. Yeah, but I hoped you meant there's food now because I'm fucking hungry. But
you can order it from the website.
Yeah, let's do that. So team 4, who's going to present?
Enya will start, and then I'll do the second half.
Cool. Enya, go ahead. You can share your screen if you want.
Hi, everyone. Please tell me if you hear me.
Your sound is very low.
Yeah, I have sound problems. How is it now?
Still low. Very low.
Give me one moment.
Enya, it's weird, but you look mute in Zoom.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah.
So,
this is amazing. We can hear you really softly, but you're on mute. It's like magic.
Are you connected with your phone?
No, neither, right? Or is
she was going to connect with the phone.
Is it better? I've tried
yes,
them all.
This is good. Somehow. Yeah, it's still a bit soft, but if you talk loud, then it should be fine.
I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and present.
Yeah, we can see it.
Oh, wait, sorry. All right. So yeah, welcome to Mindful Meals. This is our app. It's basically an app for people who want to share their food and avoid wasting. The goal would be to create like a community that involves like this sharing and connecting like from person to person to be like more uniting for the people in general. The team was our instructor, which was Nandan, who lead us like in so many ways. He helped like morally, like with coding, everything. Simon is a little bit caught at work, so he will not join today. Kimberly and me and Manuel, I would like to add that he worked a little bit with us in the beginning, but he dropped a little bit after, unfortunately. But it was nice. He introduced us to something new, which is SQLized, which we continue to use in the backend, but we are going to add afterwards about the code and stuff. Today's discussion wraps around starting from the concept, a little bit of the design with the colors, wireframes, how we work together, and the code that we've used in order to make the project. So yeah, the concept is just this one. It just gives the tools to people to communicate and share, especially with the situations that are at the moment. The origin of the idea, it comes from a real case scenario, so which inspired me and us to make it like possible, would be really great with these times that people don't really have access to a long-term like being helped, only just for a little time. And the user persona are just split into which are the most important that we have now. Food giver and the one that receives the food. So I can just like quickly read to you like an example, like, hey, I'm 30 years old and I live in Gracia. I have made a big dinner for myself as always. It is too much food and I can't finish it, but I feel bad to throw it away. So I would be happy to give it away to anyone who would like to eat it. That sounds great. And yeah, just like for the people, for the community itself, this girl can communicate saying like, I am a 25-year-old student studying my master's degree and living in Sant Antoni. I don't have much time or money, so meal times are always stressful for me to figure out a solution. So here we come with the app itself, which is basically the main idea, how both of them connect. The design is just using like a worm color palette. We were thinking that is more nurturing and more inviting for the people that are using. It's like more friendly to the eye, like eye candy. Like the colors that we've used, a little bit of the fonts. It was very undecisive with the fonts. We've done all the cleanup. We've tried them all, like to be more readable and user friendly. Some wireframes. So basically I split them in like 3 parts. I have them all like in one side if it's not like cohesive enough. To register with us, like basically picking your username, an email, and a password, it redirects you to login and therefore to the home page. And the home page is structured. You're going to see that it has a nav bar, a search, an input that I'm going to explain in a few moments, and the repeated cards showing like each post with the food that people are sharing, with a load more button that it keeps on like bringing like posts that are more old, let's say. So the home page, each card is repeated, but if you press on more info, it expands with more information of the user, of the food giver that it's giving. It's not shown directly into the homepage. And then let's say, hey, I'm interested in reserving this food post. So it will just expand, and I have the option of like, okay, I will just reserve it for myself. Also, the posts are made using this input. So if you click it, it will expand with a form that you can add a title, neighborhood, so on, and then you share and the post is made. What else? This I put as it repeated because it has a connection. So all the meal that are posted, both like my meal post, and both the reserved food, they can be found in the nav bar. So once you click, it will like expand, desplegar, despliega las páginas, and it's going to show like both of them. And showing the availability. If it's collected, you can make it available again, or you just can cancel the reservation. It brings it back to the home page, brings it back to be available. And starting about the workflow, how we've worked, Kimberly, if you want to add more.
Alrighty. So yes, we primarily did our communication using the Slack channel and using WhatsApp. We worked with Trello, as you've seen with all the rest of the groups, so we could organize the different tasks and the different sprints that we wanted to do. We used the different labels both to help us understand which component or section of the website each task was relevant to, as well as we put some labels based on what it was pertaining to. So such as the user authorization and some of the alert. There was a couple of things that had a lot of similar themes. So we put the labels there so that we could just see very clearly if that was something we needed to work on. You can go ahead and click. Then we were also using Google Drive, both to manage things that we had done, such as the meeting minutes, to keep track of everything that we had done or what we needed to do. So each time we did our meetings, we would have a kind of clear agenda so that we all could agree on the objectives of what we needed to talk about and what we needed to get done. And we also used Google Drive for putting in really important resources that we were using. So every time that we were trying to get some functionality or feature in, if we found a really good website or a way to do it, or even a bit of code to help understand, we could put that into the resources folder on Google Drive so that all the rest of us could either see it to use if they needed to implement that later, or just to have for the future in general. So that has been great and will continue to be very useful for us because we have a number of features that we weren't able to implement yet, and we've got all of the resources ready for us to use. And again, just like the rest of the groups, we use the same tools such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, built the project in React for the front, and worked with Node and Express for the back end. But as Enya mentioned, Manuel set us up using Sequelize as well, which is an ORM, and that basically, in our case, it built the tables. It was supposed to make things easier. We didn't fully understand it, so it was actually more of a challenge than not. But we did continue to, we kept the code after he left and continued to work with part of it using Sequelize and part of it using SQL, because that's what we did actually learn in the class. So that was quite a big thing for us to work with, both understanding how Sequelize works as well as how it works in conjunction with SQL. So yeah, big thank you to literally everyone involved with all of this with MigraCode. We want to give special shout outs to our code buddies who have been immensely helpful in all of this, including in the project. Also to Henriette, because she was so much there for us during the course, and also to Yogi, because I think we were really lucky to have him start us off in this entire journey and then see it through to the end. So special shout outs to those people as well. And now I am going to demonstrate the actual site. So, okay, so everyone can see?
Yep.
Alrighty, perfect.
Yes.
So when we first enter the website, we are not logged in. So you can see something, but it has a prompt telling you that you need to sign in first so that you can see the feed. You can see here that we have it. So maybe you might want to try and click around, but it would say, oh, you can't do that because you're not logged in yet. So let's go ahead and register somebody. Let's say a username. We can say your name. And who's that going to be?
Claps for you, Kimberly.
For our special friend Yogi. And then at that point, we get directly prompted to log in because we don't have verification set up yet, but we just log right in. Super special email. So now logging in, we have access to the page. So we have our food feed, as Enya was showing us, now brought to life with colors and cards. One of the things that we do want to add, so we have not got that functional yet, is adding images. So we're so dedicated to having images be a part of this project that we decided to just leave the one image that we have and all of the cards because it's so beautiful. So you have each of the food cards that people have created with the same image for now, but people will be able to upload their own images later. We have that load more button, so that you can continue to see the other posts that people have posted. And you'll also notice that in the posts, you have the username of the person who submitted it, as well as the information of what they put. And if I want to see more information about that, we can see that you're interested. And so we have the more specific information of where you could pick it up and the contact number of the person. So now you are responsible for contacting that person to arrange the pickup. If you agree, then you would click reserve. So let's say I want to reserve that one, and that just disappeared. That was gone. So I'm gonna reserve this carrot cake because that looks awesome. Let's reserve one more thing also from this person, chickpea curry. Let's do that and then reserve it. Now, so those go away from here because people have now reserved them, so they're no longer available. That we can see in my pages, my reserved food. This is all of the food that I've just reserved. So this is where I can look at that so I can get the details so I can follow up with that. So I need to contact this person, which is Enya. So I need to contact her and I can see the contact number for that. I can see Simone here for my pasta and my curry. Let's say, you know what, these two are the same person and this is another person. I don't think I'm gonna have time to get over to her place because I only have 30 minutes to do that. So let's go ahead and cancel that because I'm not gonna be able to make that. So I'm gonna cancel that. And that now goes away and it returns back to the homepage, to the food feed. And then I can see previous meals in case I have already reserved them in the past. Those would show up there. But that other meal showed up back in the front page. If I can remember which one it was it this one that we just reserved? No, maybe it's further down. Is it the carrot cake? Yeah. Anyway, so while we're here, we can create a new post. So what food am I giving away? Let's see, Yogi, what food are you giving away? Maybe a fancy title could be your Nona's pasta. And you live in, I don't know if you want to give that away, but let's just say that you are giving it away from Gothic near Plaza Catalunya. And your phone number, we will also just let that be private for now. Description. Alrighty, so we can share that and that was successfully posted. So after we close this, we can actually see that that shows up right here. And the additional information that we provided is there as well. So let's log in as Simone. Let's log out here. Are we sure we want to leave? We are. Let's log in as Simone. And did I put a dot? Not sure. And let's see what activity is happening. Simone will see this pasta and say, oh yeah, I want that. But let's see. So he just reserved that pasta. So it shows up here. And he also has some things that have been reserved for him. So here Simone can see all of the posts which he has made. Yogi just reserved something from him, 2 things from him. And he has posted vegetables and pizza, and those have yet to be reserved. So those that have yet to be reserved are still pink, but those that are reserved are now green and shifted to the top because they're the most important things to look at right now. Let's imagine that this was reserved by 2 different people. And so maybe one person reserved this and it's been more than 30 minutes and we haven't heard anything from this person. So we're like, you know what? This person hasn't come, they haven't contacted me, and I really want to give this food away before it goes bad. So let's actually cancel that and make it back available again. So if I cancel this, make available again, it's going to go back to the food feed. So this is amazing vegetable pasta, make that available. It's no longer on my list, and we would be able to see it on the food feed. Here it is. So now other people can reserve that again. And if we look at the other one, let's imagine that this person did come and get it. So we can say it has now been collected and it shows up as meals that have been collected. And I think that's everything that we want to show. And yeah, did I forget anything? Oh, well, we have this search feature that we haven't implemented. So we do have quite a few things that we would like to implement in the future. So that includes the search so that people can maybe search for different kinds of specific meals. The image, as I mentioned before, we would like people to be able to also add an image into their input so that people can see that image instead of this beautiful cake. And we would like to add the alerts so that, for example, you probably noticed that when I submit this, it just submitted and then it stayed there. It did say like, good job, like it was successful, but we would fix that, as well as changing like before you reserve, before you cancel, before you say collected, to say like, are you sure that you want to do that? We would like to add a little bit more dynamic profiles, not just a username, but maybe these people can actually say, upload their own photo and say more stuff about them. And to make it more mobile friendly, and just general user experience stuff, small things. But yes, so for now, this is what we have. And is there anything else?
No, this would be pretty much it. Yeah, we left the beautiful cake repeated for now. I hope you're hungry.
It's so pretty. It's beautiful.
Can I reserve all the food that I want? So can I reserve 3 meals, 4, 5? It's a technical question.
No, Ron, everything know what you want.
Yeah, we went through that quite a bit.
No.
We went through that.
What was that?
He wants all the food.
Yeah.
Leona's like,
yeah. No, we went through that quite a bit to try and decide how we wanted to limit that. At the moment, we are leaving that.
It's just a technical question.
But yes, maybe in the future we would be able to manage that a little bit better, so that people can't just go wild reserving everything.
Kimberly, in future there will be an option to sell the foods.
You mean
that people who doesn't have an option.
Yes, can
sell
we?
in big boxes. Will you implement this option, or everything will be free?
I hope it will be free.
I think with the mission that Enya was talking about, the idea is to build community and have it be more of a kind of charity feel to it. And yeah,
I would like to stick to that, but if it would be like a real case scenario, maybe it can change. But yeah, Just for now, no fee. A lot of cake, but no fee.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, team 4. I love the design. Reminds me a lot of an earlier project another team did of the large groups a long time ago. Like nice, in one way minimalistic, but in a really good way. Nice fonts, everything really thought through in the details. And yeah, I can only say something about the design, and I like the design. So yeah, really, really well done. And yeah, I look forward and hope that you are able to implement those things that you said were still like on the list, Kimberly. It will be great to see everything working perfectly, but I see it's already on Heroku. So if you want, you can already share the link with me later on. And I will also add it to the website, and we will share it on our social media, like all the projects. But yeah, really, really cool. Congratulations as well on the really nice job. There's the link. Thank you. Just to share, I will ask later again to everyone to share it, to have all the final versions. I'll start sharing in a bit. Any last questions to team 4?
When are they launching their website?
Good question.
As soon as you can sponsor us.
We need our own sponsorship first. We can do some CSR. That will be fine. Maybe there are companies in the call that can like invest in this, or maybe just send a LinkedIn message to Elon Musk. Cool. Okay, if there are no more questions, yeah, we're gonna put all these projects on our website soon, and we'll share them on social media. And that means also on the MigraCode Slack. So anyone who's not on our Slack, you will see it through social media, and you're gonna take a relaxed look at all the projects. I want to thank indeed again all the students. Really impressive. Every time we do these final projects, the quality improves because yeah, we improve, which means that you get a better opportunity to learn even more and better. And you really made use of that opportunity, and it looks really, really well. So it's really cool to have most of them already on Heroku and really see the result of all the work you've did. Yeah, that leads me to the final point. You're basically almost at graduation. I sent you already the invite, but it's next week, Saturday, at 3 o'clock in the Global office. So I already sent all of you the invite and put it on Slack as well. But it's in person, but with a maximum number of people. So you cannot, unfortunately, bring, well, basically you cannot bring anyone, but we will do a live stream. So if you have a family or anyone watching, this is an option. So right before the event, we will share the Zoom call from the Global office to be able to share it. So yeah, keep next Saturday free, 3 o'clock. Make sure you're there. It's going to be, entonces el próximo sábado a las 3 la graduación. I didn't hear that, but I heard we'll try, which is, it's okay, it's okay. I need a full confirmation. It's already, I wrote it on Slack, but I will write it again. I will remind you, and it should be on calendar as well. So yeah, make sure you're there, and we're all looking forward to see you there. And anyone else who is not a student in this call, join remotely. And if you're somehow a recruiter or anyone else representing a company or watching this recording later on, feel free to reach out to us, obviously, if you're interested in hiring any of these amazing students who have been working their asses off in the last 8 months to make this all possible. Yeah, which is showing a great deal of motivation to work. Everyone, thank you very much. Have a great night, and we stay in touch and see each other at the graduation. Thank you.
Thank you, Vincent.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you. See you.
Thanks, Lucy, for joining.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Gracias. Hasta luego a todos.
That's my hello.